with that dog shit pick. What the fuck were we thinking? What the fuck were you thinking?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Jimnasium podcast with me, XFL Jim, joined by my lovely, illustrious co-host Chase, the Wolk of Oaklawn, Lupine Fiasco himself, Sesums. How you doing, buddy?
Man, I'm good. I'll be damned if that's not the best intro in live streaming, by the way. Someone told me that, and I got, you know what, I mean, I've always agreed, but I really agree now.
I like our intro video, so the people just listening to the audio version of this show, they don't get to see it. Go check out the YouTube. You can watch it anytime. The VODs are there. I like the intro. You see all the evolution of my hair, where I go from, like, scruffy caveman to completely bald.
Yeah, you've been on quite the journey. You really have.
And now I'm rocking the stash. You open up the show, and now I just have a mustache.
It's a very good mustache. It is a very good mustache.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something, a little secret?
Yes.
This might just be my look now. I might be a mustache guy.
I like it. I like the stocky Magnum PI look. Because, I mean, the Hawaiian shirt's already your thing. No. Add in the mustache with it. You've already got kind of like a Tom Selleck kind of coif.
I've got the chest. I have not the like rippling tan that he has, but I have the chest hair for it.
The taco meat, yeah.
I have the chest hair for it, and it's something that's going to be very... I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about shaving yet. I've still been doing it consistently every day because my beard grows so fucking fast that I have to shave every day, or else I get bad shadow in my. I look really bad. Okay. Because if you have like a full mustache with like scruffy hair, it looks like shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like you got to keep it clean if you're going to make that sort of a bold kind of statement with the world that like this. Here I am. Here's the hair above my lip. Get used to it, you know.
For the people not knowing, Chase is currently on vacation. Happy vacation, Chase. We are pre-recording this week's episode, not live streaming. I had a little fun idea, literally off the cuff, before we get... This is going to be like a meat and potatoes episode. We're going to go through week 5 of college football in the NFL, just so everyone knows we're still doing that. That's sticking around. I think it would be fun to laugh at ourselves potentially. It's the last week of the USFL coming up. Why don't we say who wins these games and act like we're talking about them after fact? Because this video will be posted after the USFL game.
Okay. I'm pulling up the schedule so I can prepare myself with a narrative.
Week 10 is here. For those of you that remember, Week 9 was insane. Week 9 was fucking crazy. It was just complete chaos. The Stallions lost to the Gamblers, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
So anything can happen. The first game is 11 a.m. on a Saturday. The Philadelphia Stars versus the New Jersey Generals.
And we're talking about these like they already happened?
Yes, we're talking about like they already happened. So we had the Philadelphia Stars taking on the New Jersey Generals. So this is a preview exhibition game before their playoffs. How do we think they did?
Man, I mean, with this, with New Jersey really resting people, it's not surprising that they lost a game. But I think that they're going to be doing well heading to Canton. I mean, what can you say about Philly and Case Cookus and his performance today? 15 touchdowns? My Lord.
Actually, I'm of the opinion, I don't think Case Cookus is starting. I think we're going to get a KJ Costello start, a full KJ Costello game. He comes out, gets a touchdown here, but both these teams, after resting, it's obvious the team with the better run D and the run game, it's obvious they won. The Generals, they're looking decent, but the Stars, I think, are going to heat up for the playoffs. They lost this one, but I think they're going to get revenge next week. In Canton, we're going to have games in Canton. I wonder how the crowds are going to be there.
Listen, a lot of people have to wonder what Bart Andrus was thinking when he took a shit at midfield during this game. It could have been a really... powerful motivator, but it just kind of seemed to go the other way.
It was really powerful of Mike Raleigh to announce that he's actually returning to the CFL to coach the Edmonton Elks out of their slump.
Yeah, that's big news. That happened live during that game.
Live at 12:02 p.m. during the game.
Yeah, amazing.
When there was 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's right, but
he left mid-game.
I mean,
I can't believe that.
We've said a lot about this game, but I mean, who can forget the historic happenings between Birmingham and Tampa Bay?
You mean Tampa Bay with the upset of the fucking double upset? This would have been the upset of the year if the Gamblers didn't do it week 1, but Tampa Bay does it. Jordan Ta'amu goes ham. Todd Haley actually cracks a smile for a change.
Yeah, and I believe
Skip Holtz almost died.
Skip Holtz almost died, but that was because he was hit by an errant skydiver who was coming in hot, and he just came in basically like a drop kick to the side of the face from several thousand feet in the air. I don't know whether to thank the skydiver that killed Skip Holtz or do my best to apprehend him because he got the fuck out of there.
He skedaddled. He was like a sprinting streaker. And then Bo Scarborough hit that kid, and I was like, what the fuck's up with that?
Yeah, come on, Bo Scarborough. Like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking there, sir?
Up next, we had the Michigan Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Maulers. Maulers with the upset, baby. They got it done. Kirby Wilson ends his career in the USFL on a win. I don't know. I don't know what the Maulers are going to do after this. They got to find a new coach still.
Yeah. Kirby's a man of the Lord, so the fact that he flipped off the crowd and then did a Randy Moss moon really surprised me. Really, took me back. I was taken aback by it.
I did like the fact that after the game, he posted on Instagram a picture of him with a chicken salad dipping his nuts in it.
Yeah, and then Vad Lee kind of really, I don't know, he kind of really lived the Varsity Blues kind of storyline, not because of his conflict with Kirby, but because of his eating of a whipped cream bikini that one of his offensive linemen was wearing.
God, that was hot.
Yeah, but it saved the USFL money on a halftime show.
This did. It was fantastic. And last game, we had the New Orleans Breakers taking on the Houston Gamblers.
Yeah, I mean, Breakers going to break, right?
Yeah, I don't even remember the quarterback's name for the Breakers, who they started out this game, because they have so many injuries. But, Kevin Sumlin, and Breakers break.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's about it. And
about
scene.
That was USFL Week 10. What do we think of the season as a whole, though? Like, legitimately.
I mean, I think it was great. My personal interest kind of trailed off a little bit, but it has nothing to do with the USFL or its product. It's just, there's a conflict with it running during like the Triple Crown race, time.
I feel like you'll see that
takes a lot of my attention.
You'll see that with any of these leagues, especially with certain people. Like, not everyone is a football freak like me, who just there's NBA finals are on right now as we're recording this, and I'm watching CFL Week 2.
Right. No, I think, mission accomplished. I want to see them not in a hub city next year.
I'm worried. So I don't think we're going to get markets in year 2, but I think they're going to do I think there's 2 options they have on the table. Well, there's 3 if they actually do go to the markets, but I don't think they're doing that. I think option 1, they stay with just the host city. Don't like that whatsoever. Like, the TV numbers were good, but the crowd size really kills it. It really kills the atmosphere.
Right.
When you don't have Birmingham games. The other option is go to markets like that. Option 3, have a couple different hub cities that you bounce between.
Yeah.
You could do that.
I don't know. I think if you're going to put these cities' names on
you got to do markets. You got
to do markets. Yeah.
Or you could do the markets, but do it like the PLL. Like the Professional Lacrosse League, they don't have the city names. But what you could do, if you're the USFL, is you have all these, and you play all the games that week in a different city that's part of the market.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
You could do that. I don't know if that saves any money.
Yeah, because, I got to say that, for one, the fact that the losing kind of the crowd ambiance whenever it's just one team that is in their home market and everyone else is in a different market, like, kind of sucks. And I mean, I understand that there are concerns of you have to pack out wherever these places are playing, but I think when you put these teams in their actual cities, with the name tickets of the team, you're gonna get more tickets. It's not gonna be like Birmingham packs them in and then everyone else doesn't pull anybody like you're getting right now. Like, I don't think you're gonna have that issue.
No, especially with the markets they picked, I think you're gonna get decent crowd size, and if you're getting like consistent crowds at every market, you'll be able to charge a little bit more for your ticket prices and generate a little bit more revenue through that. Like, their kids get in free right now to the Birmingham, and I think tickets are still like $10.
Right. No, I think you put them in their. Go ahead and put them in their markets.
I say to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
And we'll also get to see how the XFL does it next year. Big XFL news coming up, I believe, in the next couple weeks. Hopefully, we'll be talking about that for sure. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this episode, breaking down weeks 5 for college football and the NFL. Are you ready, Chase?
Let's fucking do it.
Okay, game number 1. We're starting with college football, everybody. Utah State at BYU.
BYU.
Yeah, I'm going to take BYU. I think we're both pretty high on BYU this year.
Very much so. Yeah, I think that actually could be a loss for the Razorbacks when they have to travel to Provo.
Ooh, and just so everyone knows, that he does not say that lightly.
No, I do not. I very much do not.
Up next, we have Tulane at Houston.
Houston.
I'm gonna take Houston. I think Houston wins the AAC this year. I think that's gonna be my opinion.
Okay.
UTSA at Middle Tennessee. I'm gonna take UTSA. Meet bitches.
Yeah, you can go ahead and meet me as well.
San Diego State at Boise State.
Boise.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos. Boise State. Washington at UCLA. I think Washington's going to have a little bit of a weird season. I'm going to take UCLA in this one.
Yeah, I'll go UCLA also.
I just don't know what to think of Washington. They had a really weird year last year. Like, I think people were high on them last year, and they just didn't, and then I don't know.
At Washington, I would have taken Washington.
That's fair.
Yeah.
New Mexico at UNLV.
UNLV. You know what? This is the team. This is the team that I'm going to be high on this year. I'm high on the Runnin' Rebs.
So, being high on UNLV, does that mean they make a bowl game?
Yes.
Okay. I'm also on UNLV in this game, just so everyone knows. Up next, Saturday, October 1st, Indiana at Nebraska.
Nebraska, man.
Give me my Cornhuskers. Give me Nebraska in that one. I'm kind of out on Indiana.
Okay. That's
Which
fair.
sucks because I like Allen as a coach. I like their coach a lot.
Well, they're Penix-less, you know?
Exactly. Navy at Air Force.
Air Force.
I'm also going to take Air Force here. I think I'm still high on them. Like, I'm not as high on Air Force this year as I was last year, but I still think they're going to be pretty good. Eastern Washington at Florida. That's a tough one. Oh, my God. Who's winning that one?
Right. Well, yeah, Gators.
Fuck off, Florida. It's October. Stop scheduling these games in October. Purdue at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
One.
I think Purdue takes a step backwards this year.
Shout out me. You guys already know this in the future, but the over that I bet it live in the CFL game, it's 38 now. They got 38 points.
He threw the entire roll at it, ladies and gentlemen.
I threw the entire roll. So we're good. Where were we? I'm on Minnesota.
Minnesota? Okay.
Yeah, I think with Ibrahim back, I think this team could be like really dangerous.
I agree. I think that's a big thing, as long as he can stay healthy.
Georgia State at Army. I'm gonna roll with Army and the Black Knights.
Army also. By the way, I was gonna reverse my Air Force Navy pick. Navy is gonna be my other team that I introduce into the foster home.
You've been talking about them every week that you think this is like a good year for Navy.
I'm Navy in it.
Okay. I'm Army in it this year, I think.
Okay.
UMass at Eastern Michigan.
Well, wow. You could have just penciled it in. Directional mish.
Easy win. Ohio at Kent State. So, I talked about this with our buddy Eric. Kent State is the biggest wild card in the MAC for me.
Yeah. Yeah. The Golden Flashes. I mean, they made a bowl game last year, didn't they?
But they lost their quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm kind of out on Ohio this year.
I was going to say, how is Ohio not a bigger wild card?
They're not a wild card to me. I'm just kind of out on them because no Frank Solich, rebuild year. I just think they're going to be not good. Kent State, I don't know if Kent State could win 5 games or 9 games, and I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what? Go ahead and put me on. Go ahead and put me on Kent State.
I'm on Kent State here. It's also funny, like you could say Cunt State, and that's kind of silly. Miami of Ohio at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Buffalo's a team I've actually been kind of low on ever since Leopold left. So I am on Miami. Central Michigan at Toledo. Do you even have to ask?
Central
Michigan, baby. Bowling Green at Akron. Now, this is an interesting one.
Zips. I'm going to zip it up and zip
Both
it out.
bad teams. I'm actually going to take Bowling Green here.
Ooh, that's bold.
Rutgers at Ohio State. Can the Scarlet Knights get it done?
We'll go ahead and we'll go
I'm going to say no.
Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State. Fresno State at UConn. Fresno State traveling all the way across the country to fucking demolish UConn.
Yeah, Fresno State.
Florida Atlantic at North Texas.
Mean Green.
Interesting. I think FAU could be a good team.
Yeah, but I'm still high. I'm still high on North Texas.
Give me FAU. Give me FAU here. I think North Texas covers whatever the spread is, but I think FAU gets the dub.
Okay.
UTEP at the Clit. Charlotte.
Give me the Clit.
Yeah, give me the Clit. I think they're going to be pretty decent. I think UTEP loses a decent amount. Troy at Western Kentucky.
Fighting men of Troy.
Yeah, give me the Fighting Men of Troy. UAB at Rice.
Good
Shout out
game.
to Welcome to UAB. Give me UAB in this one. San Jose State at Wyoming.
I didn't pick, but UAB also.
I thought I heard you say UAB. My bad.
No. You know what's exciting? It's a brand new day. I can pick San Jose State now. San Jose State.
I'm also going to take San Jose State here. It's kind of freeing now that you have teams that you can pick. I think there are 3 teams that you just won't pick.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was one of them, and now they're off the list. And I mean, Wyoming lost they had a quarterback that was just basically looked like Josh Allen 2.0, and he transferred right after the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. So yeah, give me San Jose State.
Yeah, he got the fuck out. ULM at Arkansas State.
Oh man, that's tough because I love Boogie Knight, but I also like the Red Wolves since they're at home. Wolves up. Let's go Red Wolves.
I'll take the Red Wolves. Also, I feel like the departure of Rich Rod will hurt ULM.
That's okay. Or maybe. We'll see. I don't know. That's another team I'm also a little bit high on.
I know you are. That
was the easiest total team over to hit last year.
NC State at Clemson.
I
don't think NC State has it 2 years in a row.
I don't think Clemson can be worse either. I'll go Clemson.
I'm going to go Clemson here too. I actually think this could be like a quote unquote bounce back year. And as far as bounce back year for Clemson, I'm kind of out on DJ Uiagalelei. I'm out on him. Yeah. I think that their top that they're going to get with him at quarterback is ACC champion.
That's fair. Completely fair.
And that means they probably they still probably lose one game this year and they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, because the rest of the ACC is so down that none of their conference games are going to look good.
No. And if they're all close, they're not good. If they dominate, they just can't drop a game. Maybe, hey, DJU, make me eat my words because when you actually play really well, you're super entertaining, but I'm kind of out.
He can hire people to make you eat your words because he's on that Dr. Pepper tit.
Oh, he is. He's on that real money. Arizona State at USC. I'm going to take Lincoln Riley and USC to get this one done.
Give me Arizona State.
Okay. How do you play, Chase? What do you play for?
You play to win the game.
We need to make that into a soundbite. You saying that into a soundbite.
Yeah.
Cal at Washington State.
Washington State.
I'm also on Washington State, and that should mean something coming from me because I'm usually very high on Cal.
You're a big Berkeley guy.
I'm a big Berkeley guy. One of my favorite sandwich places there. I forgot the name of it because I haven't been in 4 years, but
yeah. Your ability to relate landmarks to your favorite
food
category
right there.
of some, it's
right there.
I admire you for it.
Colorado at Arizona. This is a shit game.
Colorado.
This is a shit game.
I do think Arizona's better this year, but Colorado.
Give me Colorado to squeak by. You know what? Fuck it. No, Arizona.
Okay.
Arizona gets the dub. Oregon State at Utah.
Utah.
Them Utes.
Yeah, they got such a good thing going right now.
Stanford at Oregon. Rebuilding year for Oregon.
Stanford. You know what?
Stanford, not great.
I feel like I've been picking Stanford a lot. We'll have to look at the spreadsheet whenever this is all done to tally it up. But let's go Stanford.
Spoiler alert, I need to actually start making that spreadsheet. I have to listen through all of our previous shows and make the spreadsheet. It's going to be long, probably,
that's a process.
Probably Monday for me. I'm going to be on Oregon here. Illinois at Wisconsin. Burt versus Christ.
Burt Bowl.
The Burt Bowl.
I'm going to take Wisconsin.
I'm going to take Wisconsin, too. Also, did you see your list of your co-workers? Fucking Pat and Colby's list of top 10 Big Ten coaches, like the ranking of Big Ten coaches?
Yeah, Paul Chryst might have gotten a little bit too much respect, I think.
I think he got a little... You mean disrespect?
For some reason, I thought he was ranked high.
No, he was like 8th. Let me see. I looked this up right now. We'll derail the whole show for this because I thought this list was hilarious. And then you know me, we both love Colby.
Yeah,
I feel like this was his influence.
I don't have a ton of respect for Paul Chryst. I feel like Paul Chryst is basically just in the situation of being a Wisconsin guy.
Yeah, so here's their rankings. Let's just go through that real quick. So number 1, they have Kirk Ferentz. Which, like, you could argue his tenure is really good. He's at Iowa. Number 2, they have Jim Harbaugh. Which, like, as a coach, he's a good coach. You got to have Jim Harbaugh, in my opinion, when it comes to the Big Ten. You got to have him in the top 4. You could argue where. Yeah. Then they have Ryan Day. Who, like, similar situation, you got to have him in the top 4. Pat Fitzgerald, they have at 4.
What?
For what he's done at Northwestern, I think, is what they're going with. Number 5, James Franklin.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Number 6, PJ Fleck.
I feel like he might be overrated, but I still like it because
a little high. I still probably put him like around like the 6 to 8 range. Number 7, Greg Schiano.
The Golden Guido at number 7.
Maybe a little tad high. Number 8, Burt.
Yeah, okay.
Number 9, Jeff Brom.
I'd say it's about accurate.
Number 10, Paul Chryst. I feel like that's low, dude.
It's a little bit low. I mean, I could see it, but it's a little bit low.
They had comparable time to him. Like, him and Brett Bielema's career at Wisconsin's comparable. Brett won the Big Ten twice is the big difference.
Yeah.
But, like, the way the divisions were lined up, I don't think he played Ohio State in either championship.
No, I believe actually Ohio State was still on the Terrell Pryor.
They were, for one of them, they were.
Yeah.
That's why they played Nebraska. That's why Nebraska played Wisconsin in 2012, and Wisconsin steamrolled them. Because Wisconsin that year was a 7-win team.
Okay. All right.
And then number 11, they have Scott Frost, Mel Tucker, Tom Allen, and Mike Locksley. That's how they round it out.
I feel like Mike Locksley's better than dead last in the league. Yeah.
I feel like Mel Tucker after last year might be better than behind Scott Frost.
We might have to wait to find out what he does this season.
I think so too. I think the jury is still out because he had a really bad season and a really good season.
Yeah.
But either way, we're on Wisconsin this game. I just wanted to like railroad it into that because I think people underrate Paul Chryst just because he's like a nothing personality.
I underrate Paul. I think Paul Chryst deserves to be lower on the list because of his inability to recruit a quarterback who can throw the ball reliably or get someone through the transfer portal.
It's weird because he had him early. Like, he had Stave, I think, for a little bit, and he was pretty good.
But I don't think Stave was his. Like,
no, I think it was Anderson's. I think Stave was an Anderson guy.
Yeah. So that's my thing. There has to be. I
don't think he's a great coach. I do think he is a good coach. I think he's like a decent coach. To put him like behind, like PJ Fleck is good at Minnesota. But like I feel like tenure wise, they're pretty comparable for what they've done.
That's probably true. Yeah.
Michigan State at Maryland. No longer September Maryland. This is October 1st.
Yeah, let's go
Michigan
Sparty.
State, baby.
Yeah, Sparty.
Northwestern at Penn State. I'm pretty low on Northwestern this year. I'm going to take Penn State.
Penn State, definitely.
The Citadel at App State. I'm going to take App State.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech at Pitt. Ooh. Could be spicy here.
Georgia Tech.
I'm going to take
Pitt. Let's go Ramble and Wreck.
I'm going to take Pitt. Louisville at Boston College. Give me BC, baby.
I'm going to go L's up.
Okay, L's up. I respect it. I think Louisville could be decent this year. I don't know what to think about Satterfield. Like, he's had a weird coaching tenure there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I don't know. I think they've got some players. They do have some
dudes. Virginia at Duke. I'm gonna take Virginia.
Duke.
That's insane. I love it. I fucking love it. Texas Tech.
No Rocky Dick and Balls. No my support. That didn't make sense. Texas Tech at Kansas State.
I'm taking K-State.
Let me go Texas Tech. I'm gonna go Texas
Raiders.
Tech. Yeah.
Up next, we have Virginia Tech at North Carolina.
North Carolina.
UNC here as well. Wake Forest at Florida State. Quake for Wake, baby.
Yeah.
But damn it, I think Florida State's in for a decent year too.
They've been so bad lately. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna Quake for Wake.
I'm gonna Quake for Wake too. I love Dave Clawson so fucking much. Wagner at Syracuse. Give me the orange.
Yeah, Dino. Babes.
Dino Babes all day. Cincinnati at Tulsa. Could be a sneaky game.
Cincy.
I'm also on Cincy here. Where are we at now? East Carolina at USF.
East Carolina.
I will also take East Carolina here. Let's go SMU at UCF. That's an over if I've ever seen one.
SMU.
Well, I know UCF's on your list.
Yeah, until they drop Gus.
What's a good alliteration thing for that? Get rid of Gus, I guess, works.
They must kick him off the Gus bus.
I was gonna say bus Gus out of town.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
I'm on SMU as well here. Temple at Memphis.
Memphis.
Hooty hoo. Give me the Owls of Temple.
Well, it doesn't matter because Memphis will still win the fight in the parking lot.
That's 100% true. NIU at Ball State.
NIU.
I'm going to take Ball State here.
Gardner Webb at Marshall. On my man Bruce this season.
I know. But I think Ball State, if it was at NIU, I'd take NIU.
Okay.
Gardner Webb at Marshall.
We are.
Marshall, baby. Georgia Southern at Coastal Carolina. Give me the fucking Chanticleers.
Yep. Give me the big Aqua Roosters.
Let's see.
Turquoise Roosters. The turquoise cacks.
Is it? Yeah, it is turquoise, isn't it?
Kinda. Yeah.
South Alabama at Louisiana. At the Cajuns. I'm gonna take the Cajuns in that one.
I'm gonna take USA.
You fucking madman.
Yep.
Texas State at James Madison.
JMU.
Are we going to have JMU coming in and just fucking owning shit?
Will they be allowed to play in the conference championship game their first year in the conference?
I don't see why they wouldn't.
There are a lot of conferences that that have that stipulation is you can't win the conference your first year in.
A lot of conferences are dumb as shit.
There's smaller. I'm saying that, but I'm also thinking that might be like smaller, kind of like Division II type.
Well, I know, like in the FCS though, they couldn't win their conference championship last year when they announced they were leaving.
Well, I'm thinking specifically of whenever the University of Central Arkansas moved up in classification. Like they won their conference outright regular season, and they weren't allowed to play in the championship game or represent the conference in the playoffs.
I will go ahead and say that is bullshit.
I can't disagree, quite honestly.
But either way, I respect that we're both high on James Madison. If they come in and win, they're legit.
They're a well-oiled machine of a fucking program. Like, and I can only think that they were able to attract even better players with their jump.
You got to think so, right?
Right.
Texas, West Virginia at Texas. Fuck. I'm gonna take Texas here.
Horns down forever. Country roads, take me home to the place where I was born.
God,
West Virginia,
I hope you're right.
Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads.
God, I hope you're right. Oklahoma State at Baylor. Revenge spot for Okie State?
Yes,
I'm with you there. Oklahoma State gets this dub. Iowa State at Kansas.
Iowa State.
I'm taking Kansas.
And I'm the madman. I love it.
I'm taking Kansas, baby. I'm gonna hammer the Kansas. It's gonna be their win total is gonna be like 2. I'm gonna hammer it. Over.
Go for it. I like it.
Texas A&M at Mississippi State. Mississippi State, baby.
Going air raid. Hey man, Mike Leach is good for one of these upsets every single year. They're going to be they're going to think really high at Texas A&M going into this season. Yeah, yes. Get Cowbell Land. They get the win in Cowbell Land.
LSU at Auburn.
LSU.
I'm going to go LSU as well. I think Brian Kelly is a better coach than Brian Harsin.
Yeah, who's going to be coaching at Auburn at that point?
What
players will still be on the roster at that point?
Not to deride Brian Harsin, but like he was great at Boise State. He walked into a really good situation at Boise State. He walked into kind of a weird fucky situation at Auburn.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Kentucky at Ole Miss. I'm on LSU, by the way, in that last one. So
Ole Miss.
I'm on Kentucky here.
Whatever.
Georgia at Missouri.
Georgia.
Alabama at Arkansas. Arkansas revenge game?
Arkansas.
For the bullshit that happened last season?
Yeah, we got fucked by the refs. God, they played their hearts out.
I think they do it again. I'm going to take the Razorbacks.
That's my man.
Because this is the kind of year you lost one of the best receivers like I've seen in a game.
Yeah.
And I think people are going to underrate Arkansas coming into this year.
The difference is, we brought in somebody who should honestly be comparable, and that's Jaden Hazelwood.
And God damn it, I love rooting for your quarterback.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He just rules. That's all I can really come up with to say is the guy just fucking rules.
FIU at New Mexico State.
FIU.
I'm going to take New Mexico State.
Give me the airport.
I'm going to take New Mexico State.
Bold.
Disgustingly. South Carolina State at South Carolina. I'm going to take the Gamecocks here.
Yeah, I'll take the Cacks.
New Hampshire at Western Michigan. Easy dub for Western Michigan there. Michigan at Iowa. Interesting game.
Iowa. It's Iowa.
I'm going to take Michigan.
You knew in your heart the entire time it was Iowa, and you still took a Michigan.
I'm going to take Michigan. I'm going to take Michigan because that Iowa quarterback's legit bad. Like, Iowa never has, like, a great quarterback, but they usually have a serviceable guy. This guy's bad.
Okay.
Liberty at Old Dominion. I'm going to take Liberty.
Give me Libibity also.
Oklahoma at TCU. I'm going to take the Sooners.
I'm going to go with the Frogs. I'm going to go with the Horned Frogs.
I respect that. I respect that as a man and a gentleman. That'll do it for week 5 of college football. You ready to do some NFL?
Yeah, man.
Little
Let's
palate
get it.
cleanser. NFL.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Colts at Broncos for Thursday Night Football.
Colts.
I'm going to take the Colts, too.
Yeah, I think the Broncos are way overrated.
I disagree with that. I think the Broncos are still going to be really good.
I won't make the playoffs, and I think I saw their team win total at 10.5. I'm going under.
I would go, I don't know, man. That's a good number. That's a tough division, though.
Yeah.
I think people are maybe like a little bit overrating them, but I think it's more people might be underrating the Chiefs. People are kind of like writing off the Chiefs, and I think they're still going to be really good.
The Broncos have good receivers, but are you meaning to tell me that their receivers are Tyler Lockett / DK Metcalf good?
I think they're like comparable, maybe like all of them combined.
Mm-hmm.
The offensive line's probably better than what was in Seattle. That's probably the biggest difference in my opinion.
Okay. I see it. I see it happening. I don't see. I'm not sold on the Broncos.
Yeah, there's no otherwise what? With how high everyone seems to be on this entire division, you're going to have an entire division make the playoffs. That's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Someone has to get left out.
And I'm much higher on LA. I'm much higher on Las Vegas. I'm much higher. I mean, I'm with you. The Chiefs are going to win their game. I mean, with how many wild cards they have now, I mean, I could see 3 of those teams making it. But you're right. It's not every
how
single
often
team.
does an entire division make the playoffs? I feel like it never happens.
Never. It's impossible.
Exactly.
It's impossible
Exactly.
because they have to play. There have to be winners and losers in the division games.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So in summary and
Like,
in summation, fuck the Broncos.
Well, no, because I still think the Broncos could be a good team and not make the playoffs, which is probably what I think is going to happen. I'm with you. I think the Colts get this dub though. Giants at the Packers.
Giants.
I'm gonna take the Packers.
I'm so anti-Packer.
I think the Packers are going to be an actual sneaky defensive team this year.
Yeah.
Steelers at Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Bills.
Okay. Chargers at the Browns. I think the Browns are going to be really bad.
Yes. By the way, I heard the old rumor mill spinning up that it sounds like Baker to Carolina could maybe.
I like that for the Panthers. I like the Panthers.
I like it for the Panthers too. I think they're going to be pretty much without a quarterback whenever Deshaun Watson has to sit. If not the entire season,
who's their other backup?
Chunk. Cade McNown? I don't know. Case Keenum?
Who is there?
Is it Case Keenum? Is
no,
he still
it
with
is.
them?
Their third string quarterback is Jacoby Brissett.
Okay.
Fourth string, Josh Dobbs.
Jacoby Brissett's a little bit. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah, we're both on the Chargers. The Texans at the Jags.
Texans at the
I'm gonna
Jags.
take the Texans.
I'm gonna take the Texans too, and Long Neck Mills.
Yep. Bears at the Vikings. Not a primetime game. Let's take the Vikings here.
I'll also take the Vikings.
Lions at the Patriots.
Give me the Lions, baby.
The Patriots still haven't announced like a full so Matt Patricia and Joe Judge are calling plays.
Oh, that sounds great.
I'm taking the Lions.
Yeah. Lions all the way. We are high on the Lions around here.
Seahawks at the Saints.
Saints.
Jameis is going to eat that dub.
Yeah, for sure. For sure he is.
Dolphins at the Jets. I'll take the
Dolphins.
Dolphins here. Falcons at the Bucks. I'm going to take the Bucks.
I'm going to go Bucks also.
Titans at the Commanders of Washington.
Titans.
Yeah, give me the Titans there. 49ers at the Panthers.
Niners
probably. Even whichever quarterback they start out there, they're still going to have a good team, and I trust Shanahan to coach around it.
Right.
The Eagles at the Cardinals.
Eagles.
I'll take the Eagles, yeah. Cowboys at the Rams. That's a good game. I'm gonna take the Rams though.
I'm gonna go Rams at home.
Bengals at the Ravens.
Ravens are due for an uptick.
I think so too. I think they could be good. This is a tough game. This is a good game. I'm gonna take the Ravens. And Monday Night Football, the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Since it's at the Chiefs, the way I see this series happening is probably like a home and home split. So I will take the Chiefs also, but I'm very high on the Raiders this year.
We're both pretty high on the Raiders. I already have my ticket for them to win the division.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I like that bet quite a bit.
Love that. That'll do it for this episode of the Gymnasium Meat and Potatoes.
Woo!
Chase, have fun on your vacation.
Thank you.
I hope at this time I'm not reading about your arrest report.
No. I'll have the girls with me chasing them around the beach. So I think more than anything, you'll probably read like "man dies of sunburn" is more likely.
Dude, I had a guy I work with have a fucking heat stroke this week.
Really? Yeah, man. It's crazy hot right now. It's crazy hot everywhere.
It's fucking brutal. Like for the people watching, watch this. So here's my arm. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I'm getting that worker's tan. And also, look, it's like this top part of my arm, and that's it.
To kind of add some credibility to my dying of a sunburn claim, for the people who are watching, just look at that entire arm. Yeah.
God,
yeah.
it's nice.
I took my oldest to her swim lesson last week, and I sat out on a deck chair in the sun watching her for like 45 minutes. I came back and my arms and legs were burned.
Did you sunscreen at all or no?
I didn't, but it was also like 9-10 in the morning.
Oh, you're sure you're not even like expecting it?
Yeah, maybe kind of a little bit of a sneaky burn there.
Yeesh. Thank you all for watching. Give us a like, give us a follow. Follow Chase on Twitter @ofOaklawn. He's busy all the time. He does fucking podcasts left and right. He does shows all the time. Follow me on Twitter @XFLGym. We got a lot going on, people. We love every second of it.
Yeah, man.